So welcome back, guys, to We Talk Boxing. This video I'm going to be talking about the breaking news which happened yesterday, and it regards the co-main event between what should have been Daniel Dubois versus Joseph Parker for the IBF belt. Now, Daniel Dubois is ill. He's pulled out of the fight, and I believe it's probably rightly so because realistically, you've only just won the world title, and you're taking on a dangerous and credible opponent. To be fair, someone who that could beat you when you're at your A game. So why risk it if you're gonna be 60 or 70% in the fight? Because if you do lose, you're gonna have that to the back of your mind, be like, well, I lost because I weren't ill. But anyhow, Riyadh season and the promoters involved. I've got an excellent replacement at very, very, very short notice. So we're talking less than 48 hours before this event goes on. And somehow they managed to pull off Matin Bakole as the replacement. Now, the first fight between Dubois and Joseph Parker was insane. Now, to bring someone like Matin Bakole in, that is incredible. Like his name, his stature, hats off has to go to him because he's putting a lot on the line. He is ranked quite highly in a lot of the governing bodies, and for him to just step in at short notice goes to prove that he's got full confidence in himself that he can get the job done. Now, I just hope that behind the scenes he was training, he is fit. That's what I do hope, because realistically you're putting your record on the line, you're putting your um you're putting yourself at risk if you're not, because anything can happen in heavyweight boxing. One punch and you know what I mean, you could go to hospital, or you know what I mean, one punch you could have another loss on your record. And Matin Bakole's record currently 21 wins with one loss on his record. That one loss only coming back in the day to Michael Hunter. Um, you know what I mean. It's a dangerous thing for him to do, but I can't complain because as a boxing fan, we still get to see another incredible fight on the night, and Josie Parker still gets paid. Matin Bakole will get paid quite handsomely as well because he's stepping in at short notice. But for those people who are listening to this video that don't know Matin Bakole, he is a problem. Now, I'm not sure how much of a problem he will be at late notice. I hope it's a lot, but if he has a full camp, is a massive problem. As I said, 21 and 1 in terms of his record. He's 31 years of age, 6'3", with a 77.2-inch reach according to BoxRec as well. He's an orthodox boxer. His 76 KO percentage win rate currently. And he's only gone 85 rounds in his professional career, which started in 2014. Now, Matin Bakole is ranked in all the governing bodies. His best rankings are in the WBA and the WBO, where he's ranked number 2, and in the IBF he's ranked number 3. The WBC is ranked number 4, and in the Ring magazine, which most people probably say that's probably the best rankings out of all of them, is ranked number 6. Now, the IBF is the one where Matin Bakole was soon to be taking on FA Jagba. Now, I can't remember the date off the top of my head. I know it was in April. I don't know if it's the 20th or 26th or something like that, but he was meant to be taking on FA Jagba, and that was going to be a mandatory fight. So if he would have won that, he would have had the mandatory position to take on the winner of Josie Parker versus Daniel Dubois. Now, him stepping in at late notice scraps all that, because if he wins, is I'm guessing he's going to be pushed up anyway into the mandatory position. But if he loses, then I'm not sure what happens. I'm not sure if he goes back down the rankings, or does that fight still go ahead with FA Jagba? And that FA Jagba fight wasn't an easy fight for Matin Bakole anyway. It would have been a good fight. Both big punchers. FA Jagba hadn't looked really exciting in his previous performances against his other opponents, but he's got that big one bomb which can knock anyone out. But anyhow, that's Matin Bakole. Brilliant late replacement to take on Joseph Parker. As I said at the start of the video, I just hope that he's fit, he was training, and that he was getting ready for his fight, which is a couple of months away, so I don't know how fit he would have been. But he's got to be fit enough, because you're not just going to step up at short notice to kind of take on someone like Joseph Parker. But yes, this is just my thoughts in regards to the cancelled fight between Daniel Dubois and Joseph Parker. But in comes Matin Bakole as a lifesaver in terms of keeping the bill intact, so that all the fights go ahead in terms of people that were near enough meant to be fighting, because we had Floyd Schofield pull out against Shakur Stevenson. I did do a video, haven't posted it because it's irrelevant now in regards to who I thought would have won that. And yeah, I might as well tell you, I generally thought Shakur Stevenson would have won that. I just felt that Floyd Schofield was a little bit too experienced at this level. But I did say that he probably he would have caused Shakur Stevenson some trouble, and he would have made him had to have probably get out of his his first gear to probably try and beat him, sort of thing. But yeah, that was who I thought would have won that fight. Josh Padley, sorry, I can't get my words out, comes in as a late replacement. Now, I'm not going to sit here and be like, yeah, no, Josh Padley is this, is that. I don't know a lot about him, but he's on good form. He obviously made an upset against Mark Chamberlain where he beat him, and that was on the last card, I think. So he comes in here with full of confidence, and he's going to fully believe in himself. And you know what I mean, as a fighter, that's all you need. You need belief, confidence, motivation to want to be the best and take on the best. And he stepped in at late notice as well. I think he had 4 days notice. So he is going to try and come and upset the apple cart and win against Shakur Stevenson, which I think is a massive task. If it was just a normal fighter, a normal world champion, that he's stepping in against, then I'll probably be like, yeah, he's got a good chance here. You know what I mean? Probably like 70-30 or something like that. But it's against a future claimed to be the best or one of the best ever, sort of thing, against Shakur Stevenson, who has tremendous skills, good speed, good boxing brain, good boxing movement, okay-ish power. So it's a tough task for him. So yeah, I favour Shakur Stevenson in that fight. I'm not going to do a video in regards to that because it's quite late notice, sort of thing. But yeah, that's my thoughts in regards to the two pull-out fights. And yeah, I mean, the fighters that are not fighting, hopefully they get better soon and we can see them on the next bill. But obviously the guys that are coming in at late notice, fair play to them, hats off, and hopefully you guys could go in there, put on a good performance, and if you're on it, you may could get the win. But these are my thoughts. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, people. How do you see the changes on the card? How do you see Matin Bakole getting on against Joseph Parker? Do you think he could come and, you know what I mean, cause an upset? Do you think he could get a stoppage win or a knockout against the Joseph Parker? I think for me, I'm gonna make Joseph Parker a favourite in this. I think he wins on points. I just think he's going to be too fit, too smart, because he's going to have to use his brain. He's not going to want to mix it with Matin Bakole. For Matin Bakole, I think he's just going to be a little bit too clever and just do exactly how he did against Zhang and Deontay Wilder. He's going to nullify Matin Bakole. And as I mentioned a second ago, I favour Shakur Stevenson against Josh Padley. But do you guys believe that Josh Padley could beat Shakur Stevenson? Do you reckon he'd do it on point, stoppage, knockout? How do you reckon? Let me know your thoughts. And as always, please subscribe and comment. Bless.